Hi, how's it going? So, today's video, I wanted to go ahead and elaborate on an interesting subject. Um, I made an Andrew Tate video, so it's clearly related. I kind of noticed through the camera right now that this eye seems to be a little red, so I was washing my car earlier today, so that's why it's red. Anyway, so what I want to go ahead and mention is about an Andrew Tate subject-related video where he says depression's not real, and I thought it was a very interesting subject, so I thought I'd listen. So one of the things I noticed is that the reason he's alluding to it not being real is to how much attention you're giving it. So what happens is he makes an analogy where there's a person that believes in a ghost and the other one that doesn't. So the one that does, they get worried when they hear something in the wind. They're like, oh my gosh, there's a ghost in the house. They want to call a priest. They want to, they get very worried. Then there's another person who doesn't believe in ghosts and says, oh no, I'm sorry, I got stuck on the other one. Forgive me. So anyway, so this person says, oh, the wind blew it. Or something must have been loose and something fell over. It was about to fall over anyway. And he alludes to those specific examples. And it's very interesting how depression is an interpretation. That's really centered in our minds. It's our thoughts. And he alludes to the conclusion that people that are depressed are so self-centered in their feelings. They're in many ways they're selfish. That's what he alludes to. And not necessarily that they're selfish in nature, but in essence it is an obsession about their feelings, and it's all in their mind. And it's so true how there's different types of people that interpret different types of scenarios. There's a meme where there's two people, one that has his life together and the other one's homeless. Looks like they have an alcoholism problem, and they both have the same excuse to where they went, and they said, oh, it's because my father's an alcoholic. And two different paths, just two different mindsets. And it's very interesting how these interpretations are based on how we perceive them. And one of the things Andrew Tate was saying is that he doesn't allow depression to take power over him. He doesn't want to give that give depression. He's not saying that it isn't real, because in a sense he's really saying that it exists, but it's within themselves. And it's very interesting how this person sees it, and it caught my attention, to be honest, how perception is so incredibly true. And it's very true also where he's saying where he doesn't want to give something power. He refuses to relinquish power to something like that. And I think all of us should also try to take that mindset, because it's very crucial. I mean, we do get sad over things. Disappointments happen in life. It just depends on how we're going to take them. And it's normal to feel disappointed, feel angry, sad, or when bad things happen. But one of the things is staying there. You don't want to stay in that state of those negative emotions. Of course it hurts, and but these things, that's not a place where you want to stay. You want to move forward. And also, same thing with medications. He also made an interesting point about Robin Williams, about how he's very wealthy person. He money's not an object, and very likable person. Everybody liked him, but he was on antidepressant medication, and he would see a shrink, and it would be years and years. And eventually, he was alluding to how he would always give that so much attention that it eventually drove him crazy to sadly ending his life. I've seen so much of his movies, and he's made me laugh so many times. Great actor, sad to see him gone. But anyway, it's very interesting how these things, that we give power. And I think it's very interesting. I think when we confront disappointments, it's a matter of getting out of there eventually. I mean, that's not something you want to say. So that's just what I wanted to go ahead and just mention on that subject, about how much attention depression people do give, and how it is going overboard. But I'll leave it at there, guys. Take care, and I'll see you the next time.